off the square in Manchester for the pre-party. If you're with us, make some noise. Let's go. This is the second battle of the day. This was meant to happen on Sunday, but unfortunately we had to switch it to the Friday, so shouts to both battlers for turning up and still giving us the show. But I am joined by my co-host. Let them know who you are, bro.
Yo, it's Troubz, aka I've seen more in a night than you've seen in your life.
I need a catchphrase, I've not got one. That being said, on the right hand side, you've seen him in Premier Battles. His latest clash with Danielson is out on the channel now. From Manchester, representing No Space, make some noise for Caveman, let's go.
And on the left hand side, making another appearance in Premier Battles, Manchester, you've seen him before, make some noise for Coopar!
Is it a sue or a boo? We don't know. The coin was flipped off camera. Cooper won, decided he's starting round one. It's round one on you, my bro, let's go.
So it's Caveman. It's mysterious. A primitive man from the Paleolithic has come to pay me a visit. Briggz, this is gonna be great for the tickets. And he dropped an album last week. Oh mate, we're gonna have to extend the venue. I mean, check out his latest vid. It's literally got tens of views. Sorry, what? The entire Sunday's getting cancelled off because his album flopped. Oh, mate. What about all the Yanks? Surely you've already dropped all the cash for the travel. Yeah, I guess you're right. You're not really going to make it back on the channel. What knobhead? If this was in Chelmsford, I'd have been 20 man deep. I'd have had the venue packed for the battle. I'd have moved those tickets like my nan at a raffle, but Caveman. I've got to thank you, mate. Because now we're battling on the Friday, so let's have it. That means I'm here for 2 more nights, so after this clash, I'm gonna get absolutely yannifed Premier Battles. Premier Battles, what's happening? There's some saying I don't deserve this chance. You and I have been tacked on and wanted at the bottom like a service charge. But I'm the star of this emerging cast. They've seen this untapped potential. That's a virgin's arse, but let's get one thing straight. Mate. I'm not posh. I'm not. I'm working class, but it's evident between us who actually did their working class. That's why I can break down your lines. I'm working class, but it's evident between us who actually did their working class. That's why I can break down your lines. Like a murder guard in the urn, the barge swerving passes to Erling Haaland. I am leaving with a murder charge. You are leaving with a, you know, it is what it is, followed by a nervous laugh. Because I've got goals to hit. That's why I'm angry and I'm disgruntled. Because to get there, I've got to spin this kid round like Miss Trunchbull. Do you think I've travelled this far today to take an L? I've come to bring fire to this caveman and change his world like... That is, he's hypnotised. Don't touch, it's really hot. Mystified. I've just lit the spark that's in his eyes. Do you understand how fundamentally this will change the way you live your life? Just wait until dinner time. No longer do you have to eat the pig alive or your lizards dry, bro. Things are fried. And oh my, wait until he sees the lights at Christmas time. Between you and I, how do you keep a spliff alight? Time.
This is the only battle rapper that Chelmsford has. A fire brigade ain't likely to save this helpless cat. I stay comfy in places he ain't welcome at. I walk red carpets where he can't get a welcome at. Sometimes I take too long to get started. And I'm not even trying to do that in here. Gotta make sure I get around from early like Tupac's career. Cooper, the way you rap, appalling. You don't have it in you. You ruin ciphers like Alan Turing when he cracked the enigma. The bars you rip, lax and sloppy. You can't commit to laughing properly. You laughing, grinning, acting jolly, telling us what the lads have did in Lanzarote. Fuck that! I believe in what I do. Tell any MC in the Premier League, step through that door. We can bar out in the streets like plazas in Barcelona. Tell Cooper, he's a direct trifecta. A Barney Gumble, Bart and Homer. Lower that. Let me hit him with a 2-bar. You bound for death like chickens in a Coopar. Cooper, what are you even doing here? It just seems absurd. You discovered hip-hop last year from the Just Eat adverts. are you even doing here? It just seems absurd. He discovered hip-hop last year from the Just Eat advert. That's nerd. I've observed you stroke your hair when the jokes start to get to you. So I'm like, I love you pushing that fringe like promoters do in Edinburgh. Dolomite, whooping something, oversized, funny looking, no one like, ugly ducks in our Sunday cook, this curry mutton. You dusty, toasty, clumsy, you muppet, numpty, onesie, you fucking Forrest Gumpy, constantly hungry, looking on a sausage butty, country bumpkin, run for cover, he's in need of help. This is exactly how Uncle Ruckus perceives himself. I am my own biggest critic, you are your own biggest cousin. I analysed your style, I didn't like what I saw. I surpassed him as a child, still writing in chalk. I put my feet up chilling on an island resort. He'll have his feet up chilling once you lie in the morgue. That's time on this dog.
Let's go second round. So I bet you sat down to write for this, buzzing with your newfound respect. I paused my foot champs, slapped on a Fitbit, and wanked a few thousand steps. As I said, he's got an album out. He has. As I said, he's got an album out. It's called the River Don EP, which is a very roundabout way of saying, oh look, my shitty songs are on a CD. So you're the Don of a river, and you think that makes you sound like a tough character. Bruv, it makes you sound like you're the leader of the Duck Mafia. Catch him on the phone like, yo! What's the quack, bruv? Nah. Why do these men keep acting up? You tell him keep running like the water off his back does, or I'm getting all these boys in a row. They're getting slapped up. Because he thinks he's so fly from his head to his flank. Because he always gets his slice of bread from the bank. We got duck bars. That's just something that you gotta bill with, son. Raw papers in my mum's Tupperware? Yeah, that's just what I bill with, son. Because I've always got a cue on hand like a snooker player. Now I'm pulling strings in the middle like Lucas Labour. But if I get up in your face... what was it? I've always got a cue on hand like a snooker player. Now I'm pulling strings in the middle like Lucas Labour. But if I get up in your face and lose my patience, we'll see this man tense up like a fumigator. You're gonna rue the day that Coopar faced you. I'm here to evolve past Cave. That's human nature. They said, Troubz, don't go in there and try and out-rap the rapper. I said, motherfucker, that's a game 2 can play at. Don't try and out-joke the Joker. I'll smash your jaw in, because I'm coming out swinging like your dad at an orgy. And I am sick of how you're always swanning around events thinking your swag's up. Bruv, it's 2022. That's not what a lass wants. You're walking around town in tank tops with Jack Watts. I'm walking around with a dad bod and a fat cock. We are not the same. We are not the same. Fuck all your jokes. Fuck all your guilt tripping. Fuck me that my parents are still together and they got a will written. You want to talk about the real differences? The fact that the mouthy southern pricks are more skilled lyricists. They're watching me because I'm ill with this. They're watching for your fuck-ups like a film critic. We see it's coming. The writing's on the wall, Cave. Man's still primitive. This is a motion picture, so we're still in... I want to go back to the beginning. Oh, fuck. Real differences. Oh, yes! Thank you, Troubz. Round of applause. Fuck all my jokes. Fuck all your guilt tripping. Fuck me that my parents are still together and they got a will written. You want to talk about the real differences? The fact that the mouthy southern pricks are more skilled lyricists. They're watching me because I'm ill with this. They're watching for your fuck-ups like a film critic. We see it's coming. The writing's on the wall, Cave. Man's still primitive. This is a motion picture to a still image. They said I was dead. I'm still kicking. You fuck women, I get fucked by women. I am built different!
You look like you have a massive knob.
Thank you. Talk your talk. Ladies.
Of butter on everything you've ever eaten. Between them dead specks, hench head, and incredibly red features, I don't know whether you're meant to be a battle MC or somebody's deputy head teacher. Coopar, you are the most horny, Sexually frustrated little boy in all the battle rap. Every 2 bars, it's threesome this, foreskin that. Dude goes on like a madman. I said, Cooper, when's your next battle? He smiled to himself and told me it was this one time at band camp. You chill out. Just needs to think of sex. He's deeply invested. Just needs to catch a glimpse of a breast and he's taking leave of his senses. You boast about the size of the tool your girl uses to drill you into the ground with. It's an image I can't get out of my mind. You chose to air out your dirty laundry. Now the peg's getting hung out to dry. They say dreadlock can't live in a tenement yard. They say Cooper can't live without a peg in his eye. Listen, it's the modern day. Stop it, we're better than that. It's the modern day. I don't believe in kink shaming. I also don't believe anybody here tonight came with the express intention of imagining him naked, pink, wailing, having the time of his life, taking back shots in the same Pulp Fiction basement they lock Ving Rhames in. It is distasteful. But you be you, bro. Let loose. No one in this world can tell you what to do in your bedroom. My issue is, he knows he has to bring up that extra shit every single time he battles because you know without a cheap gimmick, we'd easily forget you. You're boring. So dry, it's a bit of a par. So dry, he tries to go swimming. Physically can't. This guy is boring. I've seen this guy order a 3-piece chicken with rice and peas. Dude is so dry. He got handed a singular breadstick and asked politely to leave. You are boring, bro. Which is why I never wanted to battle you. You can fight Bison Briggz, Ryan Wammond. They hit my line in a timely fashion, but as soon as it's a Bison's stamp, he got trampled underfoot like Simba's dying daddy. I will move faster, this youth pastor. Leave him looking like he went 3 rounds with Chewbacca. Bro, you're boring. But I'm not. So let's get popping, leg dropping, put that yellow belly on the news like Ken Brockman, when your bars put down in money like Len Johnson. Cooper, do your thing, but stay classy. You a bait fussy. After this battle, he's going to be on Wimmy Road trying to order a steak lassie no last time. Oh
yeah! Because they were warning me about you. They were like, Coopz, this dude's a whiz with the literature. So I went online to click through some vids from you. The way you woo women with your wit, it's a signature. Coming out with such incredible lines like, you're like a pretty thing, if only it was prettier. Wow. You were like a shitty rapper if somehow he was shittier. You went from this tortured mind with a thoughtful writer to an awful rhymer who struggles to make his thoughts align. I mean, you were this sensitive poet, using your pen as an attempt to change the ways we're setting, to performing at raves on the stage in your Ray-Bans sweating. You're gonna die in those clubs. That's the way that Caveman's heading. I said you die to the club. That's the way to Caveman's heading. You can catch me in your front room, man spreading, eating strawberry jam sandwiches, your mam spreading. She's into roleplay, uniform, fancy dressing, so I tied her up, bent her over like ma'am, spread them. She has got the biggest ass. Sorry, how can I put this so you can understand? She's like Nicki Minaj, right? If only she was Nickier. As I've touched on a little bit, I'm not posh, I'm not. But I did play it up with your chick to flirt a bit. Hit her with a, you are looking positively begirling, miss. Your eyes shine like a diamond with its pearlescent tint. Word on the proverbial grapevine is you're a dirty bitch, so I'd like to arrange a meet where I eat you out like a bag of Percy pigs. Ah, Percy pigs. Okay, you got me. I do sometimes go to M&S. Okay? I like my salmon with a lemon zest. Deviled eggs or sourdough, egg and cress. But don't be throwing jabs at me, you little beggy mess, when you dream of your missus walking down the aisle in a Stone Island wedding dress. They start reciting their vows. Do you, Mr. Man, take this slag's lad? She scouts. That's not how we're supposed to be standing. Quick, let me swap sides. I've got to make sure that I get the badging. Bro, this is who I am. It's authenticity. I don't give a fuck about your clothes or your forced imagery. You should know me, I've been cool since infancy. Certified, I was the talk of literacy. How you gonna match the guy who got cast as Joseph in his school's nativity? Big boy moves. You got the swag of innkeeper number 2. You got the swag of innkeeper number 2, who had one line. who used it to turn my pregnant wife away alone in the night. I will never forgive you. You got the swag of innkeeper number 2, who had one line, who used it to turn my pregnant wife away alone in the night. I will never forgive you. I held this deep down repressed. She was weak down and stressed, but lucky for you, we found a bed while she stood there. We did. In a manger of hay. Lucky for you, we found a bed while she stood there like a cunt with a tea towel on your head. So you've just been found out by the lad mouth from down south. And to the rest of the roster, I'm not just outside, I'm out. Time. Talk to me.
You weird hater. I played Joseph in the Nativity and Jesus a few years later. One thing I hate in this world, Southerners. Not just him, every last stinking one of you. Because when I was your age, I was getting kicked out of Antwerp Mansion. Yeah! When you was your age, you was eating mince pies trying to sing the national anthem. You are a sucker. That's why this fear's a murder. That's where to Kalashnikov. We're getting smoky on the stage like we're listening to classic rock. You are a shit stain on the pavements that they have to scrape your battles off. I'll run through sea with a smile on my face like David Hasselhoff. Question, bro. How are you going to lose to gas buff just to come back looking even more gas than buff? You spent the last 2 years getting knocked out of the same battle rap tournament twice. That just seems depressing. All them years in an academy, it's still my business to come teach him a lesson. I don't need an academy, bro. I don't need a mentor, and I don't need a team. I don't need a Twitter pod, I don't need a meme. Before he was a playwright, Shakespeare was a stage cleaner. I'm not here to play nice to get on with a gatekeeper. I don't need a cosign. I'm not here for mates. I don't need a bring-in. I don't need a plate. I keep a tight circle of the heads that I respect. I don't need no kind of sycophant pretending I'm the best, or to buddy up with a ghostwriter to edit what I've said. I fly myself when I want to touch different countries. I don't need to pay my bills off of Briggz' monies. I just need to know that you know how they know. You don't rap better. You can't vote and have never, not your descendants, not your ancestors, not in Chelmsford, New York, or Manchester. Coopar, you are generic. Nothing more than just another brick in the wall, as original as a midfielder, kicking a ball. As unique as a block of Lego. I couldn't pick him out his team like Donatello. Nerd, gas like the Green Goblin, and shaking his knees knocking. Smoke his boots, no cap. Man, I think that I'm beatboxing. Pooch got the street popping. He's toast with no cheese topping. Flow stone cold, now they're thinking I'm even under the Yukon. My man there got 4 like futon. Big piece of crap, but that's what you two on. Tell me, what the fuck is it, Coopar? Do you think? Live your life, suck the dildo, lose the fight. Tell yourself you're this. Tell yourself you've come up and you're this dope battle MC, and that Shotty and Bobby, Bondi, are you mates? Bondi, are you mates? As far as I'm concerned, you will never be nothing but a wally on a stage with Boris Johnson's fade. Now before I go, I just gotta say props to this kid, man. For real, man. There's a lot of people in this world living with unfulfilled potential, and you would never be in their shoes. You got absolutely no potential, but you're still here. Fair dues.